Hey everybody, Hope Savara here with Mother Trucker Yoga. It may be the evening, Fitness Friday, but it's not too late to share with you one really quick tip. So while you're going through your day, you're going to stop eventually, you're going to eventually park for the evening, and you're eventually going to wake up. I said that in the wrong order, but you get my drift. So one of the great things that you can do is that you can practice your squats. Not only squatting is one of the 3 basic movements that we all have to do as we age healthy, like you're going to have to squat down to the ground eventually at one place in time, but it's also a good movement for our body to do mechanically. But it also is a great hip builder and leg and glute builder. So all that sitting really fatigues the lower body muscles and also puts your lower back at vulnerability. So when you're squatting and doing it correctly, you're gonna open and relieve lower back tension. You're gonna help that like weird tailbone pinchy pain, if you know what I'm talking about. And you're gonna help build better glute muscles, quad and hamstring muscles, which are kind of the shelf for your lower back. So if you're someone that has lower back pain, pay attention. This is gonna be a great move to do. I like to think of it as breaking it into little parcels through the day. So think about trying to do some squats 3 times a day, maybe 10 rounds. Now you've just done 30 squats for the whole day. So rather than thinking about it as just as going straight down, we're gonna try to go back to stretch the glute tissue and come straight up. So we're using our hamstrings and glutes rather than our lower back to bring our body back up again. So it's gonna look something kind of like this. So when you're squatting, instead of going into your knees, you're gonna go back into your hips. So as you come down, you're gonna push back, keep your belly strong, and instead of coming up with your head, you're gonna come straight up, engaging your glutes and engaging your hamstrings. So it could look something kind of like this, going back, and then straight up, and then add an extension, where your hips come forward and you stretch your hip flexors. If we add our arms into it, we're gonna create a whole body exercise. So my core is strong, my glutes are strong, I'm gonna sit back and reach forward without dumping my belly forward. And then as I come back up, my arms are gonna come back in, I'm lifting from my glutes, hips come forward, and you come up and back. And then it's gonna go down again, squat, I'm sitting back, bring it up, and extend. Squat, reach it back, bring it straight up and extend. So when you do something like that, you're not only opening the hip flexors, okay, all that sitting all day makes this area super short and tight, which can be part of the sciatica problem, part of the lower back or tailbone pinching, and just that stiff, I can't move feeling. So when you're coming up, your knees are gonna stay a little bent and your hips are gonna come forward. That may feel a little bit stiff in your lower back, and that's because your hip is tight, your hip flexor is tight. You have a muscle in there called the psoas. It attaches here. So when that's short, it makes your lower back hurt, but it's not your lower back's fault. Drop me some likes or hearts if you understand that concept. So it's tight here, but it hurts here. So we're not just gonna squat back, we're also gonna extend forward. It's gonna work our core, it's gonna stretch our hip flexors, it's gonna make us feel great, and you're probably gonna get a lot out of breath. So I'll do 10 rounds for you. You can join me, or you can just pop back to this Facebook Live and do your 10 every single day, 3 times a day. So again, it's gonna look something kind of like this. So we're bending the knees. Let's go into extension first. I'm reaching up, and then belly strong. Sit as far back as you can. Don't worry how far that is. And then bring the arms in, come back up, and then down again. Exhale. Remember, my belly is staying lifted. I'm not dropping my belly out. Reach. Back up, straight up. And again, exhale. Straight up. Exhale. Straight up. Exhale. Straight up. Exhale. Again, glutes are bringing us up, not our back or head. Exhale. Straight up. Exhale. Remember, I'm powering this way, not this way. One more time. Reach, reach, reach. Notice how my arms are by my ears. They're not down here. So it's going to give you a back workout. Bring them in, bring them up, hips forward. And I'm already at a little bit of a breath here. So 10 rounds, 3 times a day. This is a challenge that I know that you can complete. Think about it when you wake up in the morning, midday stop when you park for the night. That'll take you less than a minute. That's 3 minutes of movement that you didn't have and now you do. Imagine if we keep adding to that as the year goes on, by the end of the year, how much more you've moved. So it's about these little things. Let's not overcomplicate it. I'm out of breath because of just 10 squats. But this is one move I know you can all do. Do it to the best of your ability, and let me know if you've tried it at home. Share out this video, but until next time, have a great and happy evening, and we'll see you again really soon.